So, I assume people that watch my channel is for gameplay and VR and stuff. Gaming, relatively. Now, we look at games nowadays and they rather have some realism parts and or straight realistic in the aspect, rather graphics, gameplay, or just little small things, because the small things don't count, right? But games now focus on one thing way too heavily, not both, not even fun, just trying to look the best possible, even though that doesn't matter to us anymore. We just want a game that's fun. But otherwise, some games just go over the top. For example, Modern Warfare 2019. That game chose to be realistic over gameplay. Now, gameplay is important still, but you can put some like story stuff in it. Everything's fine. Game, good story, good stuff. Red Dead Redemption 2. But games like that just kind of fail to meet gamers' expectations because you know why? They're not fun. We play games to be fun. If you want to make it like a pro, just play to win. Call it like Nick Merckx or something. But we're getting off topic. Now, some realistic games that you know of are probably VR games, because VR games are probably the best and easiest things to do some realism parts and realistic parts. Probably because you're in the game. That's the argument. My camera shook, but that doesn't matter. But games that do realism very well is Spider-Man PS4, the Fallout series, and Grand Theft Auto 5. See, those games have some realistic aspects I like to call the common sense parts of games. Now, the common sense parts of games are just relatively fun parts of the game. Of course it's going to work. Punch someone in the head 14 times, he might get a concussion. Gee whiz. But you can't pull out a minigun from your back pocket, mow down the entire street, hide in a bush for like 10 minutes, and just be fine. Of course you're not going to be fine. You committed manslaughter and genocide and a hate crime, I think. But some games, like realistic... My camera fucking shook again. But the thing is, what matters about games now is just fun now. But realistic games can do very well. For example, Quarry. That's about it I can think, because those games focus on story. Because, it's a story game. You choose options. You really don't want to implement gameplay features because you just press a button to pick which thought you want to go to. Now, my lighting fucked up, but that doesn't matter. But VR games typically look good because, they're designed to look good because you feel immersed, because that's about immersion. Immersion pits those two things, smacks them into the middle for a good game. For example, Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners, Boneworks, and Half-Life Alyx. What do all those games have in common? They're relatively shooters. But people play shooters now because they're really fun, get the, what's the word? Stuff, don't know what the word is, future me will figure that out. But my point is just, why do we think one is better than the other? Both can live in harmony, but now, before games really get good again, realism is definitely better than realistic at the moment, and that's all I gotta say for this.